Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author and trading view with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to go for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the chart. In this video, I will be speaking about USDCHF. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, which are essentially hedge funds, so the big players in the market. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here on this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which is testing exactly the previous monthly support from which all this move to the upside was created, which is now turned resistance. Now, as the market is testing this previous support and resistance, we could expect a potential reversal to the downside away from this area. We can also notice that, generally speaking, from a pattern standpoint, we have a very clear impulse and correction. And after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, what you have to do is take your Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse leg. And if we do that, we can see how at the moment we have a perfect 0.618 Fibonacci retracement lining up exactly with the previous support turn resistance, creating confluence of resistance inside of this area that we could in fact expect this market to reject to the downside. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? From a pattern standpoint, we see also here quite clearly the creation of an overextended M pattern. In fact, I did speak about USDCHF when the market was here, and I explained all the reasons for which we could expect this rejection to the upside, which is now exactly what the market just gave us. And by the way, I will link in description that previous analysis, so you can go and check it out for more free education. However, at the moment, what do we have? We have a market which clearly, since it has completed an M pattern, is currently testing the neckline of the M pattern, which is the previous weekly support, which is now turned resistance. Very clearly from here, the market was respecting the area as support. Then we had the break below the level, the market retested it, and from here, we could expect a potential reversal to the downside away from this quite strong resistance level. Going down the daily time frame, this is where things get very interesting, because from a daily standpoint, we can see that not only on the monthly and weekly we're testing resistance, but here in the daily we are approaching that resistance with the creation of a W formation. And a W formation in general is a bearish pattern, after which we could expect a rejection to the downside for the completion at the previous resistance turn support, or at least at the 0.382 of the Fibonacci taken on the impulse leg. So there is definitely the possibility to have a potential reversal to the downside away from this area, especially if we will start to see some institutional shorting of USDCHF inside of this resistance area. Now, why do I say institutional shorting? Because if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data precisely for the CHF, we can see how lately with the last reports, net positions have been increased. We went from minus 10.2k to minus 4.5k net positions. So we had a clear increase of the net positions, which essentially doubled, with institutions moving to the bullish side of the CHF. Now, keep in mind that all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So if institutions are longing CHF USD, they're essentially shorting USD CHF, which is exactly what we want to see inside of this area to have a potential rejection to the downside. So this further increases the probabilities of having a potential move lower. So if we continue to see institutional shorting inside of this area, how we could be approaching this potential move lower. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing, potentially also with students, is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the upside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bullish market as we would have to the intraday bearish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bullish to a bearish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential move lower for the market to complete this W formation that we have here from a daily perspective and reject potentially that monthly and weekly resistance levels. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and these kind of things, you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to my entire courses with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is precisely the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower here, past the testimonials, you will see that at the moment there is a massive special promotion in which you have a huge discount on the upfront price of the program from $497 all the way down to only $97 one-time payment. And if you scroll lower, you will see that at the moment there is still time to join before the offer expires and everything goes back to normal. And directly from here, there is the button to join in order to gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. The link is also in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.